And more civilians are fleeing their homeland as jihadists take control of more ground in Iraq, despite ongoing coalition bombings there. They've seized half of an Iraqi oil refinery near the northern city of Baiji over the weekend. It is a key strategic point, accounting for more than a quarter of the entire country's refining capacity. Though, for the meantime, there are still 150 local soldiers trapped inside.
We have very little food and ammunition, and we can't withstand the suicide bombers, snipers and rockets. All of us are thinking of committing suicide.
In the meantime, Washington maintains its fight against Islamic State is a huge success. A spokesperson with the U.S. Central Command stressed last week that jihadists are still on the defensive, even though they're making gains. This comes after the Defense Department issued a map to prove that militants have lost 30% of their territories in Syria and Iraq. Though some suggest this should not be taken as evidence of the Pentagon's so-called success. The U.S. news website The Daily Beast publishing their own version of the map, which it says shows serious gains made by jihadists since the coalition bombing began. In fact, the initial map also excludes the entire western side of Syria, where ISIL has gained a strong foothold. Former Pentagon official Michael Malouf believes Washington is simply trying to save face.
Well, I think the Pentagon is trying to portray a good news story against the jihadists. But in reality, what happens, ISIS may lose in some areas or be thrown back in some areas. They are advancing in others, and that is part of their strategy. And what their strategy does is meld more into the population, which makes it increasingly difficult for the air attacks to continue. While there has been a receding of ISIS advances in some areas, they're advancing in others, and that's just in Iraq. They're really advancing. Even though they're taken out of a pocket in one area, they're flourishing in other areas.